Welcome back.
How extremely polite of you.
These Googles, I tell you. Anyway, we've been busy, so sorry I haven't really been posting a whole lot, but yeah, we've been busy. We just got back from King of Elby. I think we did fourth place over there. Would have done third, but the first place guy should have been disqualified. Anyway, big uproar over that. Went off course. Yeah. Anyway, that's racing. Whatever. So we're gonna be getting ready for Insanity Fab Winter Challenge. Ooh, look at that small tire. We're gonna run the small tire class. I think it's gonna be more fun. So never ran this thing on a small tire, so that'll be cool. But yeah, not too much to do on that. We gotta replace a couple rear links, and then we'll pretty much be ready to go for Insanity Fab. But anyway, it's my favorite word. We're getting back on the Toyota. So this axle came out of the buggy and it had a full hydro setup, and so the holes were in a different spot. So anyway, that's my favorite word again. We're having to build these back corners up with weld, and then we already did the other one, but we machined them off and then re-drilled the hole. So trying to repurpose parts. These arms are what, $300 or $400, so trying to reuse some parts. We have the tools and technology to fix it, so yeah, we're getting tired of moving this thing around the shop with all pigeon-toed. So trying to get the steering done. I think we got our panhard bar bracket in the mail. Just went and picked up some DOM tubing. So yeah, we're just gonna keep chipping away at this project. Got my my clean room, engine building room. Got our first engine in here. Almost done. Got a bathroom framed in over there. Still got a lot of work to do with that, but needed to take a break from that for a minute. Got this all built up with weld, so we'll take it over and machine it off. Actually, we gotta weld this hole up, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Get the old miller fired up. We're gonna weld this hole up, and then we'll take it over in the mill and we'll machine off the sides. Looks like I got a little more buildup I need to do there. Fucking load bolt broke. That's weird. It's a huge bolt. I don't really understand that. Anyway, TMR, or not TMR, Artec's gonna send me some new ones. Speaking of TMR though, this thing's cool. I've been talking to TMR. We're doing a trial run on a sponsorship deal, partial sponsorship. So you're probably going to see me using a lot more of their parts. Going to try to order some stuff from them. They got their steering ram and some other bits and pieces, builder parts. Really good quality stuff. When it comes to machining, I hardly know at all what I'm doing, but it's flat, so I guess I did something right. Go ahead and comment let me know everything I'm doing wrong. A pretty easy deal here. We'll just run this bolt up through. Try to hold everything center as we can. Heim joints nice and flat. Bolts kind of in a neutral area. And we got plenty of meat around it. So looks like our weld is built up plenty good. Okay, that's where our hole's gonna go. Take this back off, go drill our hole. We will be done with steering arms. You kind of see the mark where it used to be. So what's next? We got to build a spacer. Build a spacer for this side, and then we can start get our alignment set, get a measurement, and start building our tie rod. Okay, we got our piece cut, rough cut. We need 5 1/8. I cut it about 5 3/16. The other thing is we're gonna run a 3/4 inch bit down through here, just so that our bolt goes in nice and easy. This is DOM2, but I like to run a drill because they're just a little tight on the OD, and those zinc coated bolts, you know, they're not a machined bolt, they're kind of a cast bolt. So put a little chamfer on the inside and outside. Five and just a hair over 1/8. Should fit though. Alrighty. Taps in there nice and snug. See how easy that bolt went in? So, now we'll set the toe and get a measurement on our tie rod. Make sure you run your weld inserts down. I like to go about 85%. You want the most thread engagement possible, obviously. You're never gonna need to toe it in a whole lot later on. So as long as you have just a little bit of adjustment, you're gonna be good to go. So I got some special angle irons I made that bolt onto the studs so we can run a tape measure across. TMR makes some pretty nice ones with some hooks for your tape measure to sit on. So someday when I have a spendable amount of money, I'll buy theirs. But for now, we'll use what I got. Can't remember. I think this is set up for 5 on 4 3/4 for like Chevy car pattern, but I just use 1 bolt for the 8-lug stuff. It's nice and flat on the deal there, on the hub face. And now, kind of eyeball this thing straight. And 49.5. We're gonna measure that again, because DOM is expensive. 49.5. 49.5. Shop this around. Tube services on Swan Island. That's where I've been getting all my tube over the years. But just for shits and giggles, I shopped it around like metal supermarkets to see if I could buy a small chunk of it. Anyway, 15 feet is about what I needed to do panhard bar, tie rod, pitman, or drag link,
which granted that's probably 2 or 3 feet over what I actually need, but I was just getting rough measurements. They wanted $400 for 15 feet of 1.5-inch, 250 wall. Tube Services was $230 for a 20-foot stick. So less than half, quick math. Anyway, it's worth the drive over to Tube Services. Steel or Eastside Steel in Vancouver, they didn't even carry it. They could bring it in. I didn't even want to ask them the price. They're pretty crazy too. So if you're around Portland metro area, Tube Services, Swan Island, open to the public. Call them up. They'll take your card over the phone. They'll will call it the next day. So super easy. That's where you want to go.
I'm being lazy and I don't want to move everything to get this 20-footer on my saw table. I'd have to move my welder and tires and another welder and a table. So we're going to try out the old DeWalt 20-volt skill saw. No shit. They call them like Cermite, I think, blades. Dude, these things are freaking awesome. So I roughed it to 50. Now we can stick it on the real bandsaw. $11 a foot, so that's about 75 cents. It's interesting to think about. Everyone that asks me or tells me they're gonna build a wheeler, yeah, I'm gonna build a crawler, I'm gonna build a wheeler. Like, just go buy somebody else's failed attempt that's got some good parts, because they ain't cheap, man. Lucky for me, I like building them just as much as I like driving them. So, oh well. Well, she's on the ground and now I can push it around without it getting all bow-legged on me. So we're not gonna fully weld anything until we know everything works, obviously. But yeah. One more thing off the list. Looks pretty good with 43 stickies. Buggy looks kind of stupid with 40s, but anyway. Man, might have to run some 43s on this baby. Thanks for watching.